Hello everyone and welcome back on my channel. Today I just wanted to talk about just in general why I decided to be child-free. I've made video that where I also kind of talk about this topic, but there was just a video just called why I decided not to have kids and why I don't want kids. So that is what this video is going to be about. So when I think back, I've been like probably most people. I just thought that getting kids was just something that you automatically did when you reached a certain age. And I was like, I'm gonna get 2 kids then because that seems like a fine number, and then I was gonna get them when I was like 22. That was what I thought. I didn't really think I had a choice in whether I wanted kids or not back then. I just thought, again, it was something that you did. But then I got a little older, and just I think right before I met my boyfriend, I think I was around 21 or 22. Around there I just thought like, I actually don't want kids. So somewhere along the line there, I actually learned that I had a choice when it came to whether I wanted kids or not. So I actually started thinking, no, I really don't want kids. So when I was searching for a new boyfriend, I actually wrote on my Tinder profile that I did not want kids. And then I stumbled upon my boyfriend, and he is fine with both getting kids and not giving them. So we just have a good relationship, so I'm really glad I met him. And then I started thinking more and more about it after I found out that I had a choice. I started thinking more and more about why I did not want kids. And then I thought about just starting a YouTube channel for a long while. So I actually started a YouTube channel, and my first video was also about why I didn't want to get married and why I didn't want kids, but just because there wasn't that much about it back then. I know now it's kind of a growing topic, so there are probably multiple channels on YouTube now covering the topic being child-free by choice. But when I started, I just thought there wasn't like all that many about it, so I wanted to be one of the channels that talked about being child-free by choice. So after starting my channel when I was 24, I really started getting more into why I didn't want kids and child-free by choice groups, and connecting with other child-free people in these groups, and seeing YouTube channels about not wanting kids. And then it just became something I thought about more, and I really thought about if it was the right thing for me or if it wasn't. And there was one period where I was like, my boyfriend was like, let's make a kid. But shortly after we actually decided to do that, I could just feel like this pit in my stomach that was like, I don't even want to get pregnant, so why am I trying to get a kid with my boyfriend when I don't even want to get pregnant, when I don't even want to have a kid? So I actually listened to how my gut feeling was feeling, how I felt like in my stomach area. I was just telling me this is not right for me. So I think for me it's a gut feeling, and for me it's like having kids isn't something that sounds like something I would like. Just in general, I don't hate kids, I don't have anything against kids, but just the thought of getting pregnant and birthing a child, and just what it takes to be a parent, like it takes a lot of who you are and your freedom, because especially if you're a woman, the mother often does the most. I've made a video about that if you want to see it, but the mother often does the most. So if you're a woman, you will probably end up losing most of who you are because you just become a mom. That will be your main job, and I just think I don't want to lose myself, especially when I've just started to figure out who I am. Because if you don't know, I've had a really tough childhood. I moved away from my father when I was 17, and I'm 25 now, and it's only around like this time when I started dating my boyfriend that I've slowly been comfortable enough and felt safe enough to begin to discover who I am and what I like and what it's like being Catherine. So I've only just started discovering me and who I am, and it would be so sad to take all the way just to bring up a child, because there is enough children on this earth. I know that a lot of countries are like, we need more children to stabilize the economy, because if we don't, there will be more elderly people than there will be young people working. And I just don't think that that's reason enough to get a kid, that it helps stabilize my country's economy. So I don't want to get kids simply because of that reason. And I'm not the person who thinks that I'll never ever change my mind, because personally I think life is a journey, and you might think something in one point of your life and it might change in another point of your life. So I think we can change, but just I can only say how I generally feel right now, and I could never imagine me actually wanting kids, because A, I would have to want kids, and B, I would have to be in a better place with my mental health, and my boyfriend would have to be in a better place with what he's struggling with, and C, we would have to have more money so we can give the kid what it needs without being extremely poor. So there's just a lot of things that needs to fit into place if I was to change my mind. And my boyfriend is also 8 years older than me, so I would have to make the choice pretty soon if he also would, be able to get something out of the child, that he wouldn't be too old. So that's just a lot of things that would have to change, and I could not see that all these things would change, because simply I think kids are just too big of a responsibility, and I really think that kids are draining. And honestly, when I hear a lot about birth stories and pregnancy and just having kids and what it takes out of people, I just think like that sounds horrible. Actually, I think when people share a lot of stories around having kids, I actually just think it sounds horrible. I'm just like, I'm so glad it isn't me. And it could be small things like a kid screaming at a supermarket, and I'm just like, I'm so glad I do not have that responsibility. I'm fine with the responsibility of having a pet. Of course, it should not be a pet that takes too much responsibility, because you need to be able to take care of the pets. But right now, just having guinea pigs are just the right things for me and my boyfriend. So that's just a fine level of responsibility there. And what I really like about animals in cage is that you can put them back in the cage. It's not like a kid that is running around and messing everything up and just leaving a mess behind that you have to clean up. So to sum it up, there's a lot of things that made it so that I decided that I did not want kids. So it's not just one thing, but I had to get over that hump of just thinking that it's just something everybody did. It was just something that you're supposed to do. So I had to get over that hump and realize that actually I had a choice and I did not want kids. But yeah, guys, a video on a shorter side. I just don't have so much to say about exactly why I don't want kids, because just to sum it all up, it's just that in my gut feeling, I feel like it isn't the right thing for me. And most stories about kids and having kids and seeing kids out in public, I just think it's really horrible and I don't want them. Yes, I can sometimes find a kid to be cute, but not cute enough that I want one myself. So yeah, guys, that was that for now. I hope you enjoyed me just ranting about this topic. If you want to see a video like this again, please comment down below. If you have any suggestions for any of my topics on my channel, I talk about being child-free with joy, I'll talk about living an intentional life, and I talk about other topics I find interesting. So if you have anything you would like to see me make in a video format, please comment down below. I would love to hear suggestions. It's always nice to get constructive feedback. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please remember to subscribe and press the like button and comment down below, and I'll see you soon in another video. Bye guys!